Hello everyone, welcome to this training and welcome back if this is not the first time we see each other in a training. This is CISSP, the Certified Information Systems Security Professional Certification. And it's been my largest project so far, simply because CISSP in itself is a huge exam with a huge amount of information involved. I mean, it says information in the exam title, and as generic as it sounds, it somehow manages to cover all aspects, forms, shapes of storing, moving, and working with information at all levels. We're going to cover so many topics, so many technologies that, at least from my perspective, I don't think I've ever encountered so much stuff to learn for one single exam, ever. So this might come as a surprise for you, but that's a great part about the exam. The not so great aspects of CISSP, and of course this is just my personal opinion, which should not matter at all, but given this disclaimer, CISSP is a painfully theoretical certification. There is very little pressure for you to master any practical skills or implementing security, like doing a network scan or writing an access list, but you will be able to contribute to any design, policy-related, or architectural discussion involving these concepts. In other words, you will be entitled to have an opinion on any security-related discussion. There just shouldn't be anything out there that could or should surprise you, at least for a while, because things change and evolve. Another downside that I've seen people somewhat complaining about is the fact that CISSP might give you the feeling that you're a jack of all trades, master of none. It doesn't mean that it will apply to you. Your mileage, your experience, and expectations might vary, but as far as subjective statements go, well, this might be one to look out for. Also, this training was designed in a more descriptive manner so that it will be easier for you to access it audio only. Like, if you want, you can listen to it in your car, during your commute, or while you're running or walking your dog. Which means I will talk more than I usually do in other trainings, but I hope this is a good thing. And one more thing, I'm recording this after I've created the entire training, and I must say, wow, just by looking back at how much work and time and effort and missed hours which I could have spent with my boy who went from 2 years old to 4 years old while I was working on this, that's how long it took me. Looking at how much sweat and neurons went into creating this, I really hope you will find this useful. If you know any of my previous trainings, I will try to cover everything you need to know, and I will try to explain everything so that it's easy to understand, no matter what your background looks like, or even if English is not your native language, just like in my case. And I try to make it fun and pleasant from time to time to watch, especially with CISSP, which has a somewhat of a bad reputation for being an exam where the study materials out there, especially the videos, are, sorry to say this, but wow, they're boring. Ask anyone who has studied from official materials or other video trainings on this. Go ahead and try them yourself if you want to. I really hope this training is going to be the exception that you're looking for, the training that will make you love to start the next episode in the playlist. And yes, it's going to be free forever as promised from the very beginning. No paywalls, not promoting boot camps or anything like it. But if you want to buy me a coffee, or 3, which has become the daily dose lately, check out some ways to do so in the episode or video description. I would really appreciate it. So, see you in the next episode, and hope to see you at the end of the playlist as well. Good luck.